Okay, first vlog forever. Today was a very interesting day. Mom had gotten a head cold a couple days ago, and it moved into her chest and stuff, and she's had stuff wrong with her insides for a little bit of a while now. Just last night, I believe, yesterday, she went to the doctor's, and they sent her to the hospital. And I walk my sister to school every single morning. Well, Mom usually wakes up, makes her lunch, and while she's getting ready for work, and then I wake up, take out the dogs, then walk my sister to school. My stepdad, he works shifts, like different kinds of shifts. When I say shift, I mean like some days he works days, like for 2 days, and then he takes like 2 days off, and then he works like nights for 3 days. So those 2 days off are to like flip his sleeping schedule. And last night my sister wanted to sleep with him, but he had to get up for work, and he leaves at like 5 in the morning, and she wakes up at 7:30. So when I had to wake up earlier at 7 o'clock this morning, I had to wake her up, and she was bawling her eyes out. So I'm like, oh God. She's like, Daddy's good. And I'm like, oh no, child, no, I don't want to deal with this in the morning. So got her up, got her dressed, got breakfast made. I had her lunch ready by that point, but luckily I didn't have to pack a big lunch. We don't have a lot of like things to really give up anyways, because she has a roast lunch or something, like a Valentine's lunch. Today is supposed to be Valentine's Day at school, even though Valentine's Day is on Sunday. They always do that, don't they? So I walked her to school in the morning. And, oh, I forgot to mention that Mom made me sick. Now I have her head cold. Hers moved down into her chest, but mine's just a head cold. If you can't already tell. I walked her to school, but before I walked her to school, I had a phone call from my stepdad. He said, oh, go bring your mom the charger cable, because her phone is dying. And, you know, she needs to communicate and let people know, I'm alive, I'm not dead. So I walked my sister to school. I, took the cord with me to drop her off so that I could go straight from her school all the way to the hospital. It is wintertime. There is snow on the ground. I bike, but not in the wintertime. So I walked, halfway across town. First I walked, the first 7 minutes to get from our house to the school, so it's not that long. And then I walked another 20 or so minutes to get all the way downtown. Not even downtown, just down toward the hospital. I spent another almost 10 minutes trying to figure my way around the hospital. Ran into my mom on the elevator because I'm sick, I wore a face mask. So I guess when I ran into my mom, she didn't recognize me at first. She's like, oh! I ran into her and I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm here. She's like, oh. And she told the doctors that I'm her child, and it's like, okay, they'll sit in my room and wait for me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I went to her room. I completely forgot which room was hers. And I also completely forgot that in hospitals you share rooms. So when I walked in and I'm like, this is the wrong room, but my mom just left. Wow, okay, no, this is her room, because when I frickin' looked around, I saw her bag there, so I'm like, okay, that's her room. So I sat there and I played my iPod for a bit. Let me see. Sorry, the battery's dying. And then I wandered around the hospital, because they're like, oh, if you want to wait for your mom downstairs in the operating, you can go downstairs. And I got lost there. Had to have someone help me figure out that way. Sat there for another hour almost, and I still hadn't eaten. I hadn't eaten breakfast yet. I immediately got up, did stuff for my sister, walked the dogs, of course, walked her to school, and then walked straight to the hospital. I hadn't eaten. My freaking head was killing me because I had to wake up early and ended up staying up late because I'm stupid. So yeah, I had a stressful morning, and I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. I only came to drop you off a cord. I know you'll be out of this because I'm kind of used to you going into surgery for this kind of thing. So, checking again. So bye, Mom. Here's your charger cord. Put it in her bag, and then I walked all the way home. My joints were killing me. I got disoriented a couple times trying to walk home. It was hell. And then I realized it was recess, so when I passed by my sister's school on the way home, I saw her. I didn't bother to say anything. I'm like, no, I might get in trouble for calling her over. Especially if I'm not, like, taking her home or anything. So I just kind of, like, looked at her, and I saw, like, the one rim of her hat was down, and I kind of got, fix it. Went home, ate, got a cup of tea, and then napped, and now it's now. And our internet is gone for some reason. Everything is gone. Start checking. Like, I go out to the living room, and the TV's flashing, and then I check the guide, and Kojako's down. Phone, no line. Internet, additional thing may be required. Oh, never mind. Okay, our phone is back, and our internet is back. Our router was just down for a bit. Okay, I'm good. This is my first vlog. Bye!